I didn't think of an intro for this one, so yeah, that's kind of awkward actually.
Yeah, that's a really good intro. It's good.
Fuck with it. I like it.
Yeah, we're just chilling. I'm on my couch. Actually, I'm gonna open a window. It's muggy as shit. Oh,
Hurricane Henri's coming through the East Coast right now.
oh damn. That's gonna sus. Not gonna lie.
Uh,
Hurricane
I mean,
what?
Henri. It's spelled Henry, but it's pronounced Henri for some reason.
Like Jesus.
Yeah, kind of. Hold on, let me type here. Luckily, it hasn't hit
Henri.
New York. Apparently, it's supposed to hit New England pretty bad. Well, I mean, it hit us, but it was just like regular rain.
I mean, it's been really like cloudy over here. Like it's really cold and cloudy in the mornings, and then it's like it's still cloudy right now, but it's kind of like more like, muggy, I guess. And it clears up towards the end of the day. I'm sorry. Do you want to look at the window? No. That's my dog right now. Just to be clear for the listeners, I'm watching my dog right now. Being a little fungus. Hold on. There's. I will send a picture of her. She's very cute. She just turned one actually.
Really? Yeah, send a photo. Send a photo.
Just turned one. Here she is. That's Hazel.
Good dog.
I know, good dog. Good dog.
Aw, hi Hazel. It's a nice dog.
Kind of stupid, but then my other dog. I have a bulldog. She's sleeping. She spends most of the day sleeping. But that's
you have two dogs?
I have
That's
two
pretty
dogs.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Hazel is a lab, and then Macy, my other dog, she's a bulldog. And then I have my cat. I think everyone is well aware of my cat. A little fucking bastard ass cat. Yeah, those are my pets. Do you guys have any pets? Do you have any animals, or are you guys lame?
No, I wish I did, but I don't.
Nah,
One time I went with my older cousins, right? They live like a town over, and they were having like just a town street fair, you know?
Yeah.
And so we went towards the end of it, and so they were kind of just like giving out prizes, even if you didn't like complete the thing properly. So it was one of those things where you toss the rings onto the bottle and you try and like make it in.
I'm guessing you got a fish.
Yeah, I got the pet fish, right? What is that?
Is that your cat?
no, that's not.
Oh.
Did you just search it up? Oh, okay.
Look at him. Look at his little bee. I love it when cats have little like big eyes. I want a black cat so bad. I want to adopt a black cat because black cats get abandoned a lot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because people are stupid and superstitious about everything. I actually saw a black cat on my walk this morning. It was really cute. It stared at me with its big eyes.
Oh,
Better that.
There you go.
Go.
Yeah, so then I left it at my cousin's house. I was like, "Oh yeah, could you keep it here?" Because I was like really young at the time, and they were all like a decent amount older than me, and I knew my parents probably wouldn't let me keep it. But then the next time I came over to visit my cousin, I was asking my auntie. I was like, "Oh wait, auntie, where's the fish?" And she was, I'm pretty sure just died, but she was like, "Oh yeah, I just made it in." She was like, "I made it into fish curry. It tasted good."
Your aunt fucking ate the fucking fish.
Yeah.
It was like a goldfish, so it's like in hindsight, there's no way someone could actually make curry out of that, but still.
Wow.
I knew she was joking, and then I assumed it like they just didn't take care of it and it died. So I was like, whatever. But yeah, I was like, what the hell?
You remember the video she like a year or two ago of like the fucking puffer fish? It like the puffer
Oh, the
fish.
one chewing
Yeah,
on the carrot.
yeah, and it goes like, oh, oh.
Wow, wow, yeah.
I know, like my friends in another view, like my movie night friends, they were laughing about that because like it's like my friend he showed his girlfriend that video and
Mhm.
she didn't know, like she didn't know the full context for the video because like that video is like the pufferfish like getting its last meal before they chop it.
Oh,
She was
really?
like, it was really sad, and I was like, oh, poor girl, you
Hmm.
don't know. Yeah. Um, funny thing. I've been like thinking of like a lot of like weird forgotten things on the internet over the past couple of days. Like the other morning I was thinking about it hadn't crossed my mind in like years. But
Hmm.
I can't think of what it was called. But do you guys remember that one game? Because it was a first person game and you were like going to this like couple's apartment and
Hmm.
Oh, Farcade? Or
fuck, I can't remember what it was called, but you like type things in like a little chat and they would like react to the things you said. And like more
Like in
often than
chat.
not, yeah, it usually ended with like the husband or like the wife like kicking you out of their apartment or something. It was like I can't think of what it was called, but it was a huge thing.
yeah, I know what you're talking about because the other day someone fucking turned it into that Wojak meme
Yeah,
with two guys.
Oh, really? Hmm. I don't think I know what you guys are talking about. It doesn't
it was
sound
like, yeah,
familiar.
it was a huge thing in like the early mid 2010s, like when we were all in elementary school. I can't remember what it was called. But
Hmm.
I very vividly remember. I hadn't thought about it in years, which is very. And then like the other morning too, I thought about Goat Simulator. I can't believe I forgot Goat Simulator was a thing.
Oh yeah, Goat Simulator.
That was that was a time to be alive. That was a
Yeah.
uh, what a bizarre thing that
Hmm.
like it happened.
A
Yeah, or a facade.
facade.
Facade. That's what it's called.
Hmm.
Facade. That is an artificial intelligence based interactive story created by Michael. Yeah, whatever. It was the winner of the grand jury prize was some yeah 2006. Really, that's interesting. I I can't believe I completely forgot about that. That was like a there were tons of like weird like little AI games like that like back in the like I want to say about like back then because there was that one program where it was like the I think she was called like Evie or something and like stuff like that. You know, there was a ton of that stuff back then. Not really
Hmm.
anymore. The people
What are
call it
those like
sus.
weird kind of games?
They weren't even really games or like in the not like in the typical sense. They were more like just like
Oh,
yeah
like an interactive thing.
yeah just random interactive things. Like you don't really see those anymore. It's interesting to think. It's kind of like it really feels like people kind of gave up on artificial intelligence in a way.
You think so?
Which is
I
yeah.
I feel like people stop making those games because everyone just makes horror stuff now because that's the big thing,
What's the big thing?
like horror games. like Doki Doki Literature
Well,
Club and all that.
they used to
Oh.
be. They used to be. Not really anymore. Like you don't like like DDLC. Like if you really think about it, like in retrospect, DDLC was kind of like the last of that weird era of like indie horror games.
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Like we don't really get games of that. Like we don't really get those like indie horror games like that got to like that magnitude of popularity. Well, like 10 years ago, like they were everywhere, like Slender and Amnesia and
Yeah.
you know, like all those games, you know. Like that was, then like then like in the middle of the decade, FNAF happened, and that was also kind of like one of the last big things. And then
hmm It was
nowadays,
also a lot bigger than the rest of them.
yeah, like nowadays, you know, indie games are just kind of there just to get shit on, which is funny. 'Cause it's like at the like I feel like the thing like I feel like a lot of like the thing that like most people don't like about like a large number of like the really big indie games are kind of just like callbacks to older games by bigger companies. Like if you really think about it,
Like
because
the
like
Banjo Kazooie one.
yeah, what was it
Whatever it's
called? It
called.
was ukulele. Yeah. Well, are those really indie games? Those are like Lars, I know you pointed it out like a while back, but like every other year we get like games from like developers who left their company to make like a new franchise, or well, at least try to make a new franchise that was similar to the game they made with the old company, but it's more or well, it tries to be closer to their vision, but they just fail completely for whatever
Mhm.
reason. And it's such a weird phenomena because it's like yeah, it's like we get a game like that every other year. Like it started with Mighty Number Nine, and then there was Ukulele, and
Really?
then yeah, and then this year there were or this year or was it last year? No, it was this year, right? When did Ball in Wonderland come out? It was
I, I
yeah,
thought that was 2020.
no, I think that was this year. Or I could be getting that wrong. Hold on. Because what was Ball in Wonderland? Ball in Wonderland was by
Yuji Naka, I
he was the
think.
dude who made Sonic, who created Sonic, right? Something like that. Okay, no, that came out this year. Yeah. What a weird ass game. What a
Honestly, one thing I hate when those games come out too is like people on YouTube make a billion videos about it's
I
bad. Like,
know.
okay, fucking chill.
Yeah.
It's a cycle too, because like we get these games every other year, and it's like okay, well, it's like what's the next one gonna be, you know? But like again, like I don't really consider like this to be like an indie game per se because it was co-developed by Square and like you know and like it was like a major and like Mighty Number Nine and Ukulele all had like big like what's the term like advertise like
Kickstarters.
yeah like ad campaigns. They had like huge ad campaigns. They oh yeah also all these games were Kickstarters too, which is funny. But yeah, no, the other thing too like about like the other thing too with indie games is that they have like a really weird tendency to just be kind of spiritual successors to older games that don't really like you know
The
like the
cor-
big one was like Undertale. You know, Undertale is just like oh it's just Earthbound.
the quirky Earthbound inspired RPG.
Sorry, guys.
Fucking Omori profile.
Sorry, guys.
Are there really that many Earthbound inspired RPGs? Are there really? Like,
I don't know.
I think it's just
The
a
only
joke.
ones I know, yeah, I think it's just to make fun of the ones that there are.
Well, I feel like it could very easily become a trend because
Yeah.
like Omori is obviously coming off of Undertale, and Undertale is, that was um yeah, Undertale, man. That was a point.
Yeah.
I mean, Undertale is I think Undertale is more, despite being like the original like Earthbound knockoff, it's less like Earthbound than Omori is, because Undertale has like all the bullet hell and like platformer elements in its gameplay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Omori is a little bit more like um Omori is a little more like Undertale. I mean, not
Yeah, in like the
Earthbound.
RPG sense.
Yeah. Although Omori also incorporates like elements like Omori's gameplay kind of reminded me of like the baton pass system from Persona 5, which was pretty
Oh yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. But like in between attacks, I like that.
Yeah. I didn't finish. True, true. Yeah, no, I never finished. I think I played like 3 hours of Omori and then got bored of it because I was like, I've
I
already played it.
still haven't played it.
It's
I'm almost at the end. I think I'm like 2 hours left.
My whole thing with it is like I've already played Undertale and I played like DDLC and I played K Story way back in the day. Why the hell do I need to play this?
Mhm.
Dude, K Story. K Story was like the start of it all. That was like the first like one man developing the game in his garage when he gets time off work. Like that was the original. That was like the OG modern indie game. Because in that game too, that game was kind of like a retro callback because it
Yeah.
was 16-bit. It's all Cave Story's fault. It's all Cave Story's fault. Cave Story. It's a silly game, but it's a. Let's see what else. Minecraft started out as an indie game, though people don't consider Minecraft to be an indie game anymore. It was at one point though. And then there was Meat Boy. I don't know if you guys ever played Meat Boy. That one's
I've heard of it, but I haven't
yeah.
played it.
Meat Boy was a classic back in the day. That was like I think it was co-developed. Or no, no, no. That was an indie game. That was like one of like the first big games on like to play on like your computer because Steam also really became a thing around the time. So like it's like, oh, Meat Boy deals 30% off on
You
Steam.
know, I just thought about
Or
kids. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but people now probably won't even know what Cave Story and like Meat Boy are, like unironically, because they're so old.
True, yeah. I have not. I don't see anyone talk about Cave Story and Meat Boy and like Finding of Isaac and like people are back to finding Minecraft boring, just which is funny.
yeah, it's just a cycle. Which
Yeah,
it kind of happens on like an individual scale too. Like you boot up a world. For me, I always get like diamonds, and then it's around that point where I start getting kind of bored.
I need to play those games with friends because I tried playing Terraria by myself, but it's like I can't do this without friends, you know.
Like you can't play Minecraft and that stuff without friends. It's just too fucking boring.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
like
care.
you need like a friend or two, like those
Mhm.
types of like survival, like huge open world scale games. Unless it's in or like at least in survival mode. If I'm in creative mode, I could probably like look around for a few hours and like build whatever. But
Yeah.
like I feel like survival, I need like friends and shit. Mm. Yeah, yeah, that's really weird to think because yeah, it's like it's just a cycle. Like people first find like Minecraft boring and then Fortnite is good, but then it goes to being oh, Fortnite is boring and Minecraft is good. It's just repeating itself, or at least until like the next like really really big game that manages to surpass being like a trend game.
Yeah, I would say we're kind of like, at least as of now, there's not a lot of, like, for a while when there was like Overwatch, Paladins, Fortnite, PUBG, there was like so many really big multiplayer games, but now there's like not a lot at all.
That was only 2 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Fortnite and PUBG. I remember that was like 2018. So
because battle royale games were like, it was like a huge trend for like a solid year, maybe not even a year, maybe it might have been 6 months actually. Like everyone was trying to everyone was trying to make like a battle royale game. It was so funny, and like
it's
like
crazy.
Yeah, still kind of like that. But then Fortnite just kind of came out on top. I'm honestly surprised Fortnite. I'm honestly surprised Fortnite has survived in like a mainstream success for so long.
Me too. Because like PUBG, Overwatch, Paladins was already in like the realm of obscurity even before that, but
no, Paladins got clout because it was an Overwatch ripoff. That's the thing.
Wasn't there the whole thing like I played Paladins just because I couldn't afford the $60 for Overwatch, but like wasn't there the whole thing like Paladins was in development first, but Overwatch started marketing first? It was like
maybe
it's a dumb argument, anyways. You know,
I think that happened with Fortnite because originally Fortnite was originally going to be more like Left 4 Dead. It's really funny. Yeah.
With that one mode.
Yeah, with the fucking zombie
save
mode.
The world.
Yeah,
save the world.
Yeah, that's originally what all it was going to be, and it's funny too because I remember when I first saw Fortnite. It wasn't when it got big. It was at an E3. I want to say it was E3 2017. I think it was like E3 2017, and it wasn't a part of like any big show or anything. It was like a pre-show. I think it was like before. It was like either before or after EA's whole conference that year or whatever they did that year. And it was like a bunch of like, it was like the developers and they were just showing off the game like before a big conference or something. And it was just really, and it's really interesting for me to look back on that because it's like, wow, that has gotten really different. And like, I mean, I will hand it to Epic though. They're doing pretty good on their crossovers and shit. And like it's like the Epic Game Store. Like my friends have like a subscription pass to their service, and like it's pretty good because what they give away like free games a lot, or like a lot of like classic games for free. Like I remember like last year, I think the first thing they did was they put GTA 5 on their store for free, and like everyone got GTA 5 again for like the upteenth time.
Oh yeah.
And then I think they had like a ton of other like noteworthy games from like 5 years ago. Like I think they had like a few months, like in December. I think they had Witcher 3, MGS5, like the like I think Hitman 2. Like they had all those games for free, and it's like, wow, good for you, Epic. That was
yeah,
giving away free shit. That's good free shit. That's a good business. Good business. I don't know. Then there's Xbox has Game Pass, which they give away free shit all the time too. Even though I don't know many people who want to play on the Xbox anymore.
Yeah, I was like a couple of my friends still play on Xbox, but it's like, damn, I kind of forget that the Xbox exists.
I think it's mostly because I'm surrounded by JRPG nerds.
Yeah,
like Xbox is a very American thing. It's a very Western thing.
Yeah, that's why dude, when
dude's named Kyle.
when I remember Tales of Vesperia dropped in like 2008 or something, and of course, like people in Japan don't use Xboxes at all.
No, they don't.
But I think Microsoft reached out or something, and they were like, "Hey, could you put Vesperia for Xbox so that you can boost its sales?" And so people say Vesperia is like one of, if not the best game in the series, but it's like one of the, in terms of the localized games, it's like one of the least popular ones, just because it was on Xbox and nobody had
Yeah,
one.
and it's like even here in America, like if you want to play like JRPGs and single players experience, you're probably gonna have like a Nintendo console or a PlayStation or something. You're not gonna have an Xbox. You're not gonna, like, nobody plays Xboxes for single player games. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
and then just get a PC.
Yeah,
I guess it's a better investment.
Yeah, a number of like Xbox, I feel like doesn't have as many like really quality exclusives as PlayStation does. Like I feel like I could name a bunch of really good PlayStation exclusives. Like for like PS4, they had like God of War and Bloodborne and
honestly,
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox ends up like Sega did when they just stopped making consoles.
I mean, they're still clearly profiting off of it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I mean, there are probably tons of people who play Xbox. They're probably just not in our circle, like our little circle.
Friends. Yeah. The specific corner of the internet.
Yeah, our corner of the internet. Like most people I know have
RPG fans.
I think like most of the people in our group have either have Switch and PC or PlayStation and PC or all three.
Yeah, some combination.
Yeah, they have some combination of that. And again, it's mostly because JRPGs are on those consoles, and you know we're all fucking yes weeaboos. So
yeah, it's a
I'm not a weeaboo. Trust me. Ebby, don't you hate P5? I thought you didn't like P5.
Really? No, I thought it was cool.
I remember you mentioning that you didn't like P5.
I feel like in hindsight it was overrated, but I still really enjoyed it. And like it's just a cool game aesthetically, so that I also like definitely enjoyed too.
I know a Persona game that Lars doesn't like.
Hi, Lars.
Hi, Lars. I know a Persona game that Lars has some interesting opinions on.
Oh yeah, sure do.
Yeah, the one about being golden, the one about the 4.
It's the one with the gay guy.
The one with the gay guy. Wait, which one? There are a number of gay guys in Persona. You're gonna have to elaborate.
Majority of all the casts.
Persona, more like gay Sona, because they're all LGBT.
Does anyone else think Persona 5 cured their autism?
I hate that post so much.
That post is so dumb.
So dumb. That has got to be bait. That can't be real. I refuse to believe
I think it 100% had to be bait, but it was like just even the bait itself was so dumb. I couldn't not laugh.
You know. But then it's like people like look at that and be like, oh, that's the autistic people think, and it's like, y'all, I'm right here. I'm a relatively decently functioning person.
Yeah.
I am the autism. I wish video games. Well, I don't. Should I say things like that? Should I? I don't know.
I mean, I don't think I can't really speak on that. That's for you to say.
Well, I mean, it's not really the problem that I was. Well, the problem wasn't that I was born ND. It's just that how society views and treats people with ND.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure if our society as a whole treated people like me with a little bit more um, regard or respect, I guess I probably would have.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for most of my life, I hated being me. You know, I hated being I hated like getting like pulled out of class to go to the to the special ed classroom to get like a little bit more help, and like I hated like
Mm-hmm.
not. So like I remember like I think one of the worst things that my my parents did to me growing up was that they put me in like a like a special baseball league for like kids with um how do I put it? I don't think I should say issues, but like
People were
various.
kind of just like put into like given labels, I guess.
Well, no, because like there are definitely like there are like a lot of kids with ADHD and like Down syndrome there, but I didn't because like okay like here's the thing about being autistic. A lot of people think that there's like that like oh it's a spectrum and there's low functioning and high functioning. That then like asking the actual like ND person, they will tell you no, that doesn't exist. If you're neurodivergent, then you're neurodivergent. There is no high functioning, there is no low functioning, and you might have like a few more symptoms than someone else, or you might have a few less symptoms. But if you're ND, then you're ND. There is no low functioning and there is no high functioning. But but looking at myself from the perspective of someone of a neurotypical person, I guess I would be on the higher functioning end of things, and I guess that kind of mentality also affected me growing up because I remember being in the special baseball league that I don't think I should it was called Challengers, that's what it was called, but
Mm-hmm.
um I remember looking around and I just thought I don't belong here. I don't want to be. I want to be out with like like the quote unquote normal kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be grouped in like this. And
Yeah.
it was one of those things that it just really ruined a lot of parts of my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like like I was a lot more emotionally unstable as a child too. And,
Mm-hmm.
getting like obviously getting like no matter what like all the adults around me thought, getting like pulled out of class and stuff didn't really help
Oh yeah.
much.
I was thinking just in general, like I know the school system sucked, but like just thinking about it, like the way teachers used to just like scream at like really young kids, we all took it as like normal, but in hindsight, that was like so messed up.
I don't think like in elementary school, I don't think I ever saw or like heard a teacher get get very mad. Okay, well no,
Really?
Oh
Maybe
God.
because
maybe it's because
actually
my
no
school was
I'm
ghetto.
no I'm wrong about that. So
Honestly, I was that kid most of the time. I'd always do something.
Yeah, me too.
you're on that
Kind of,
troublemaker
kind of.
shit.
I was like half and half because I was like do good in my classes and stuff, but then like during recess, I do. Bro, there's one thing I got in trouble for. You know the? Let me see if I can find it. Like the suck it move from WW. This one. I was doing this, and then, bro, it was like, because like I liked wrestling a lot back then, and like these two guys, Shawn Michaels and Triple H, I was like, I love them, right? So I was a highly impressionable kid. Of course, I was gonna do it because I thought it was cool. But then my teacher got so mad at me.
That's the other thing too that like adults don't understand is that like little kids like little kids will see shit like this and they don't really understand like the full context behind what's going on.
Exactly. Yeah, because also their group was called DX, so it's also they're making an X with their hand. So I was like, oh yeah, well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's a really dumb thing. Like, I think I don't really know how you should go about handling that though. Like obviously you shouldn't get like full on pissed for like a little kid doing this. Like that's that's stupid. Like I feel like pulling them aside and be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this because here's actually what that means. I feel like that would probably just embarrass them or make things like a little awkward.
Yeah.
Although I feel like that's a little.
Yeah, that's true.
That might be a little bit better than like getting full on pissed at them. I don't know. That's it's something. It's interesting to think about. Raising children is an interesting thing we need to evaluate as a society. Like there are things that you obviously shouldn't do, but then there are some things that are like a little more like you shouldn't spank a child. You should never spank a child. Like that's
honestly true.
Like that there's like multiple concrete evidences and like multiple papers and multiple articles about why you shouldn't spank a child. It doesn't matter if you got spanked as a kid, just don't spank a child. It's not.
Yeah, just end the cycle. Yeah. That easy.
Honestly, all getting spanked did was like teach me not to get caught. Like,
yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, because like when you're a kid, it's really weird because like even if it's like your first time experiencing something and like even if your parents haven't like specifically talked to you about it, like you're not supposed to do something, which is really weird and interesting to think about. It's like it's like my dog. It's like with Hazel. Like Hazel, she gets into things all the time. And she knows that she's not supposed to get into things, but she still does it. Or like it's like, does she understand that she's not supposed to? Because it's like she's like I don't really know when a dog stops being a puppy and like becomes like a dog. But she just turned a year old. She turned a year old last Monday. So so she's still like kind of a puppy in a sense, I guess, because she's very hyperactive and she's sleeping right now. But, yeah, I don't know. It's really like psychology of like adolescent living things is a really weird thing to think about in general. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. That's the end. I guess that's kind of the end of that tangent.
I was also gonna say you'd know more, but like you were saying how like people don't treat neurodivergent people well, but also like the school system, how like sit for 8 hours a day, do like monotonous tasks. It's also like counterintuitive for that too.
Well, yeah, no, because there's like if Drake were here, they would like explain like how it's just grooming you into like
or quote unquote they know a lot more about it.
Preparing you preparing you for the workforce at a young age, starting them early.
Yeah, like being a factory worker basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's funny because the large majority of people don't work in factories anymore. I guess really shows how it really makes you think. But yeah, like that's just a testament to fucking Kanye. I can't believe that was a real screen. I can't believe that's real. I still hold on. I for the life I find it so hard to believe that is a real thing that he did and that it happened.
He deleted it.
He deleted it?
Yeah.
Wait, the Kanye thing? Or with the
joke? Yeah,
Joker thing?
Oh, he was probably getting clowned on too much.
Dude, I don't even... Wasn't Pusha T on his side?
Or I have no idea what the hell is going on. I know because Drake like dissed him or like he like
back in 2018.
No. This was a recent thing. This was a more recent thing. Oh. Well, I know Pusha T and Drake had beef a while back.
And Kanye was on Pusha T's side. That's what I thought.
Yeah, because Kanye produces for Pusha T and he works closely with Pusha T. Yeah. But let's I think so. What Trippie Redd just dropped an album like the other day, and I think like Drake had a verse on one of those songs. And like on that verse, he like vaguely, or I don't know if he by name called out Kanye, but I think he like dissed Kanye.
Dissed, yeah.
Yeah, he like dissed Kanye on that verse, and Kanye being Kanye got like pissed at Drake. Honestly, I want to see Kanye and Drake throw hands. I think that would be funny.
Man, that would be so good.
Kanye would probably beat the shit out of Drake. Shit. I know, Kanye would beat the fuck out of Drake. I guarantee that would be that's a very one-sided match. God, no, there it is. Yeah, there it is. We found this. Thank you, Lars. Thank you, Lars, for finding it.
I've been fucked with my nerd ass jock.
You will never recover. I promise. 8 people in that game. Oh yeah, no, because Kanye's pissed, dude, because he didn't get a watch. It's like some watch that like some fancy ass brand.
A green watch.
Yeah, he just wanted a green watch.
A green watch?
Yeah, a green watch from like some like fancy ass brand of watches. It's not. It's like Versace or like it's not Versace, but it's like that.
This is what happens when you deny a man his green watch.
This is what happens when you deny. It's a fucking Joker though. Like the text itself is like funny enough, but like the fact that the fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Do you guys think he's seen the movie?
Probably. I feel like
Kanye, probably.
Yeah, probably. I feel like Joker is a movie that probably spoke leagues and millions to Kanye.
Yeah, it probably spoke a lot to Kanye.
Yeah. Like, this is real though. It's real. I'm looking at it. Like this. Like I see shit all the time like this. That's just fake. That's just edited really well. But this is a real thing.
Yeah.
It's real. Like, it's just baffling. Like God, like, cause like on, like I don't know if you two. Well, I think Ebby does, but you guys know that I'm marathoning Kanye's discography on my main account on Instagram right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
And like listening to his music too, like if like you listen to like his early music, like his really early stuff, like his first like 3-4ish albums, and like he's an entirely different person. Like I could not see Kanye making The College Dropout nowadays. I could not see him making that album nowadays. I don't think he like it is not. It
doesn't seem in his style anymore.
Yeah. And then so he made like 3 albums kind of in that style ish. Well, not really in that style because I think like College Dropout and like I think Late Registration I think is like a step forward from College Dropout. I think Graduation is a kind of a weird step forward from Late Registration. But then you get to 808s. You get to that album. And that album is like way different. It is like a complete 180. It is a complete 180 in different direction than what Kanye did on Graduation. And I think because what he he made that album. That album came out like, or well, he wrote that album like after his mom died. I think at least something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, like that album is like super like super moody, and it's super like mellow.
Yeah.
And it's like really like haunting in a way. It's a fucking classic album though. It's I think it's
for sure.
like at the point in my marathon right now. It's currently I think Kanye's best album at the point in my marathon. I still got a bunch of albums to get to. And but like it's funny though, because like I feel like she's like when you think of like Kanye's best album, you don't immediately think of 808. Like you think of something more like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, or like something along more of those lines. And like 808s is such an enigma in his discography, because like a lot of artists in like the past 10 years have like cited that one album in particular as like a huge influence on their music. And like Mr. Drake, Drake, he said
Mr.
like yeah
Hard too.
yeah Mr. Champagne Poppy, he
Mr.
he
Graham.
yeah he cited that album as a huge influence, and he back in the day, like he worked with Kanye too back in the day on yeah Kanye produced a few songs for him back in the day. Not that would never happen nowadays, of course. But yeah, and like but yeah, at the same time, back to 808s. Like it's this very influential album. It's this very great album. But I feel like among all of Kanye's albums, it's kind of underrated in a way. I feel like not a lot of people like really talk about it.
Yeah.
But like 808s is also kind of an important album to me, because when I was like a little kid, I Heartless came on the radio all the time, and I have so many memories of listening to that song in the car, and during like a lot of like a lot of like the pre-COVID times of my senior year of high school. I listened to that album a lot. Like I spent on a lot because I was going through I was going through some dark times at that point. Yeah, 808s is very interesting. It's a very interesting
Honestly,
point. And it's
anytime I think of 808s, I think of that fucking little Squidward figure of it, of fucking Kanye.
wait, what?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Lars.
I don't. You have to show me this. I don't. Oh my god!
That one's amazing.
I've never seen that. Oh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
So good.
That's so silly. That is a very silly thing. Oh,
Honestly, I
good
don't know
yay.
when it started, but if it was like Kanye every couple of years or something, he just disappears and then comes back and does the funniest fucking shit imaginable.
I know he does.
That's just a Kanye thing to do.
I know the fucking Donda cycle. Like this cycle has been so funny. It's been a he's been pretty silent too, because all things considered. Like he's just been like as far as I can tell, he's just been working lately, because he hasn't done any like public interviews or anything. And like there have been like the like the live streams of like working on the lyric. I can't
The album's actually gonna come out.
I think they're saying I think they said this Friday, I think, actually. It's either this Friday or next Friday, I think. It might get pushed back again for all we know. It probably will. It will never come out. I can't believe he just played a whole stadium just to listen to his music and then didn't drop the album. God. Kanye is he's a very
He's a troll.
He's such a troll. He just like yeah. He's been pretty quiet. He's been pretty quiet. All things considered, I haven't listened to anything. I haven't listened to any of like the live recordings of Donda or anything. So I'm going into it. Well, if it does come out, then I'm probably gonna go into it pretty blind. I know Travis Scott is on a song. I know Kid Cudi is on a song. But isn't there a whole thing where like Blade or Blady or however you say his name?
I heard about that.
Yeah, isn't he?
They might put Blade on. They might put Blade on it
Because they saw him in the studio. They saw him in the studio with Kanye on one of the live streams, which is like
I want that so bad.
I want that so bad. I don't know how that works because those are two very radically different artists. But like okay, wait, hold on. I could probably look up Donda's tentative track listing. I need to hear that because that sounds so stupid. But like, let's see, Donda. Can we get a track list? Track list. Okay, let's see. So tentatively, so we got Ariana Grande, Pusha T, Lil Baby, The Weeknd, Travis Scott, Lil Yachty, Playboy Cardi, twice, Kid Cudi, Young Thug, Chris Brown, Roddy Ricch.
Chris Brown?
Yeah, Chris. Let's see. Pop Smoke, Jay-Z, Tyler the Creator, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Oh.
Dr. Dre. Oh.
God
Ty Dolla $ign. Okay, yeah. Or at least that's tentative according to Genius. That might be. That's an insane lineup. Those are some insane sounding features. Like Jay-Z's on there too. I haven't seen Kanye and Jay-Z working together in a long ass time. It's been a I can't even think of the last time they worked together on a song.
Bella's in Paris.
Yeah, fucking yeah, Watch the Throne. That certain song, being in Paris. Or wait, what? Hold on. Did it come out? Or hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Okay, no. Genius is fucking with me. He's fucking with me. I can't get over this album cover though, because like I keep thinking it looks like one of the droids from Star Wars. I can't see it. Hold up.
It does.
Roger. Hold on. Droid. Watch. I'm gonna send. Let's see. Yeah, the fucking battle droids. Hold up. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. Doesn't it? It looks like it. It's.
Oh yeah, if it's looking the other way.
I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. It's a very silly thing. I've been saying silly a lot. I'm sorry.
It's such a good word. Silly,
I know it's
like
such
a great. I love silly.
But she's like, oh, it's so silly. I just look at characters now. I look at certain characters now. And I'm just like, they're so silly. Just such a silly. Fucking the or not the new Guilty Gear because she was in another game, but fucking Silly Time. Oh, I love that one.
Dude, that one's so good. Oh my gosh, that one.
Yeah,
that
my cat does that. My cat does that so
Silly
much.
Time.
Every time like he wants to play or something, like his eyes just go wide. His eyes just go all wide. Top 10 silly character. All right. Here's all right. Favorite silly characters. Let's go. Name off some. Name off some silly characters.
SpongeBob, Patrick. Damn, let me think. Magilou. Scooby Doo's pretty silly, yeah.
I think
Stewie. Actually, no. Stewie's a little malicious.
Malicious.
I like Stewie better, but I think Peter Griffin is pretty silly.
I think Jacko Valentine from Guilty Gear is a pretty silly lady.
Wait, she's her name Jacko Valentine?
Yeah, her name is Jacko Valentine because she has a little pumpkin thing. Or well, okay, Jacko is in. Fuck. Jacko's not her real. How do I explain this?
I know.
It's.
I've seen fan art where she calls like Soul. What is it? Frederick or something. I'm like,
yeah, Soul's real. Yeah, because Soul's real name is Frederick.
That's not right.
Yeah, I know. I every time I hear Frederick, I think of Frederick from Fire Emblem. But no, her real name is like it's something with an M. Or well, because she's like a. I wish Drake were here because Drake also probably knows. It's guilty. It's a fighting game. It's not Atra. Atra is Batman's real name. Yeah, I'm blanking on her. Whatever. Because she's one of the Valentines.
I've seen so much art of characters doing that pose she does now, and it's driving me insane. Like, please.
her little butt pose. Yeah, I mean it's very silly. It's very unrealistic. Or I mean, I don't know because she's technically not human, so it's like whatever. That's what is Arya. That's her real name, or technically that's her real name, Arya, and then her boyfriend is Soul. Yeah, because it's Guilty Gear lore. It's very silly. It's really cool though. Some of it. Like if you were to ask me, I think as of right now, I think Guilty Gear has probably the best story out of any fighting game because at the very least, it kind of makes cohesive sense. It's not like Street Fighter where everything is just kind of all over the place.
I've never.
Is Street Fighter like that?
Yeah, no. Street Fighter lore is so dumb. Like all the games, because like I think technically like 5. Yeah, Street Fighter 5. I think it takes place before 3, and then I think like 4 takes place before 5, or something like that.
All I know about Street Fighter is what is his name? M. Bison killed Chun Li's parents or something like that.
Yeah, M. Bison. I can't remember. It's been a hot minute, but yeah, Street Fighter lore is really, or well, the timeline at least is really dumb. Yeah, it's like. It's like oh, there's a street. Well, there was like the first Street Fighter tournament. That was in the first game, which is technically the first game. It is the first game. But then, because then like a lot of like all the other Capcom games like are a part of it too, like with all like, because like characters from like Final Fight and or whatever it's called, like Street or whatever it's called, are like all
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, Streets of Rage with I can't think of their names, but yeah, they're like a ton of characters from those games in Street Fighter, and like Sakura didn't originate from Street Fighter. She originated from another game. So like all those games are also a part of the Street Fighter timeline. And it's really dumb and confusing. But and there's also Mortal Kombat lore. Mortal Kombat lore is really stupid. It is a mess. But I think that's kind of the point. Like Mortal Kombat is like those games are like written like American comic books, and like they're like those so like they're just really dumb stories, and like there's
I,
go ahead.
I hate what the internet has done to the words for me. Like I hear lore, I think of that one meme. Like you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Wait, what?
Like fucking the you didn't have to cut me off one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I know that one actually.
Somebody that I used to know.
Oh,
It started with the Ray versus Asuka one, and then it just has been like the biggest snowball since.
but you didn't have to cut me off. Make out like it never happened, and then we were nothing. I don't even hear that though. Now you're just somebody that you used to.
No.
Other franchises lore, Afterlife lore. I mean, it's funny. It's funny too, because I posted all of Afterlife's lore a while back, or well, most of it. So there it is.
That one's so funny. Oh,
Cody woke up like, yeah, that's right, because it uses the woke up like this instrumental in the background. It's so dumb. Or well, no, then they also use the other one is using the that one song by Bring Me the Horizon. You know that one.
oh, can you feel
It's always like you versus me, like or whatever.
My opinion, your opinion.
Your opinion.
It's funny because I am actually the creator of opinions because it's in my name, it's in my username.
Your opinion is valid, and you hate that.
And I hate that. God, I was like lying awake in my bed the other night, and I was just thinking like at someday at some point in like the last year, one of y'all was just chilling in your room, and then you see like and you see this little thing where it's like your opinion is valid, and I hate the most fucking complex username ever is now following you.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't even know where I got the idea. And I've never changed my profile pic. I've never changed my profile pic, not once.
Yeah, I remember when Attack on Titan was still going on, and you were like, "Damn, I would change it to Aaron, but I can't go back on it." So
I didn't too. I can clown on y'all for changing your profile pics to Aaron, but you can't clown on me. You can't clown on me.
It was fine in the time.
I never had an Aaron profile pic.
I never did either.
I still, for the time
Ebby did. Ebby did. We can clown on him. Clown on him.
No, for the time I did, it was worth it. It was. It was still worth.
Profile pic allegations.
I don't want to be part of this anymore.
Your Honor, actually, he didn't have an Aaron Yeager profile pic. That was the screenshot there. They are edited. That's not my client.
Your Honor, he thinks Attack on Titan is cringe.
my crowning achievement. My crowning achievement is the Attack on Titan post. It's my crowning achievement. I didn't even do anything either. Sucks. I didn't even do anything. It's just
you just said it sucks.
I just said it sucks, and then I called it. No, I quoted someone. I quoted Mark. I was like, because Mark called Evangelion a failed series, and I called Attack on Titan a failed series.
I love saying that about stuff like failed posts, failed series. I fucking love saying that.
Failed human being. That was a roast. That's how you completely demolish someone. Just call them failed. Decimated. Can't even. You can't recover from that. You just can't. It's like, oh, failed series. I feel like there are quite a few. Like well, like the funny thing too is like with like most of the series that I considered failed, like they're very easily fixable. Like obviously we know that if I was the one making them, I would have fixed them. I would have made them great. I think we all know that. That's very obvious because I'm the best. I'm the greatest at what I do. I'm valid. I'm amazing. I am a champion.
I thought that the other day because fucking Danganronpa. Dang it, what the fuck is Danganronpa?
I can't believe you actually call it Danganronpa.
I do that Danganronpa fucking every time.
Danganronpa. But continue. You may continue. We're done laughing.
If this was written by me, it would be good. Then I fucking felt like killing myself because I got that from you.
I'm an influencer. Obviously. No, we talked about it last episode, but well, I know I talked about it, like I would have done Danganronpa very differently.
Me too.
Yeah, because
I'm not gonna lie, that series kind of sucks. I love it, but it sucks.
I know. I haven't even played the other two games.
I gave up on it after 2. I did not care for 2 whatsoever. I was just
oh my gosh, 2 was so bad. I thought 1 was just like, a solid game.
Yeah, 1 was all right. 1 was all right. 1 had a pretty.
I thought 1 was solid.
Successful game.
Like I thought
successful. Yeah, it's a successful game.
Successful. Pretty successful. The ending kind of sucked. Because it was too ambiguous. The ending was just too ambiguous, and it's like, oh, whatever. So it's like, yeah, whatever. It was like, yeah, that's an alright game. Like, 6 out of 10. But like the last 2 trials kind of dragged on. But then then you gotta get to Danganronpa 2. That whole game is just a slog to play.
Oh yeah, it's such a slog. I thought it was so boring. One.
All the trials are take forever, and all the characters are so stupid. Like the thing I hate, like if you're gonna make a Phoenix Wright type game, here's what you don't do. Don't have the characters explain things to you that you already know over and over again. That's my problem with Danganronpa 2. Because they constantly have to re-explain things to you. It's like, I know. I already know. I could have done this 30 minutes ago, but no, you're gonna make this trial drag on for 2 hours. Like, God, I don't want to play this.
Yeah, so viewers at home, you don't know what Chase just said. He said he hates when people re-explain things you already know.
I get it.
Oh, that's a good one. Anyways, it's 2:30 or 12:30 actually, and I have to go to the bathroom. So I think.
Yeah, we're all gonna go take a bathroom break together.
Anyways,
whose bathroom are we meeting up at?
I think we meet up at Lars's. Our annual bathroom.
Go ahead.
Anyways, we're all gonna go to the bathroom. This has been People Without Opinions. I'm Chase.
I'm Larsolyn.
This is Ebby.
And we will catch you all next time. Have a good one.
Stay safe in the hurricane if you're on the East Coast. Love you all.
Bye.